That's to pay homage to all the people that have the COVID-19, doctors, nurses, first responders, paramedics, family members, you know, people from all over around the world. We're all innocent. We're all innocent. But anyway, this program here is to educate, to entertain, and to offend everybody on the planet at least once. And hopefully I'll do that. Just watching a program right here. It's a half hour long. It's a paid program. And I really don't like those like for super beats or superfood or omega-3 or shit like that. But this one here is a good one because it's about the Boy Scouts of America. And they say, I think November 16th is the last day. So people that, hey, Mr. Fox, how's it going? People that's been molested in the Scouts or whatever, they need to report it. I was just watching a documentary about England. It's called, oh yeah, I'm doing good. I think you're from Burley, right? If I remember right. That one there. But anyway, checked into that thing about the Loves, and the person that I knew probably said it was something to do with that shooting. You know, they were there to get that. Oh, you're from Birmingham. Oh, wow. Both you guys are from England then. Okay, fuck that then. Okay, let's go back to England. I was just watching a program called The Spider's Web. UK, okay, from the UK. The Spider's Web is called England's second, I can't remember what it is, dynasty or some fucking bullshit like that. Because I remember I said that England has a lot of power still, but it's the money that they have. They have the money, you know. Before England was almost ready to take over the world at one time, you know, 300 years ago. But now it's the money because they have the Cayman Islands and a lot of corruption and shit like that. Have you guys ever watched The Spider's Web? England's British second dynasty or something like that. Just punch in Spider's Web in Britain and it will show you. But it only costs 4,000 pounds to make. And it's pretty good. I think it's pretty educational. But the reason why it was so reasonable to make is because they go into the computer. It's called, no? Okay, one of these days check it out. The Spider's Web, Britain's second dynasty or something like that. But after you punch in the Spider's Web in Britain, they'll punch it up. But it only costs $4,000 or 4,000 pounds. There's a difference between pounds and dollars. But $4,000. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, man. Fucking meth heads everywhere, man. It is sad, sad, sad. This world's getting so fucking corrupt. Corrupt, you know, and that's all they do. They just want to do meth. They want to do drugs, you know. See, that's why Beatrice was here yesterday. I don't know if she thought I had drugs or I was going to get drugs or I don't know where she gets at, you know. I'm not a drug dealer, drug connection or whatever. It's a true thing about the Britain's money, you know, how wealthy they are. And London has like a secret place inside of its city of London or whatever. I'd never heard of it before. Maybe you do. Yeah, I know. Fucking meth heads everywhere, man. Yeah. They fucking don't eat, they don't sleep, they don't fucking do nothing. Just fucking do meth. And it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. They have no place to put them, you know. And they see nothing wrong with it. That's what they live for. They live to do meth. You know, it's fucking sad. They don't want marijuana, you know. They don't want to drink. They don't want to do marijuana. They want to do meth. Chemicals will do that to you. It will get you off the alcohol and the marijuana. You know, it'll get you addicted fast. But anyway, that thing, it's about like the Cayman Islands. There's a lot of corruption in the Cayman Islands, and England owns that. Yeah, you can do shrooms, you know. Shrooms are okay, I guess. It's against the law, you know. That's a bad thing about it. Yeah. See, that's the thing. They envy the rich, man. You know, they envy the rich. And the rich is corrupt. And see, I knew London or England or whatever had a lot of pull in the world. But they used to own a lot of land. They used to own a lot of stuff, you know. And they had wars, you know, 300 or 400 years ago. They had wars and stuff like that. And somehow they broke off from the dynasty from England, but they still have the pull with the money because they have corruption all over the world. Drug corruption too, man. Of course, drugs and shit like that. But a lot of banking, different things like that. What it's called the spider's web. Britain's second dynasty or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, same here. I only make 377 a month, and I'm doing good. I'm doing good, you know. And I can't believe that I only live off that kind of money. See, like right now, I'm eating. I grew this in my garden, but anyway, it's cucumbers with vinegar and water. I love it. $3.15 there. That's what you live off of. Yeah, see, I'm poor compared to everybody else. But my house is paid off. My car's paid off. You don't like vinegar? I don't have a lot of vinegar in there. It's mainly water, but just enough vinegar to add flavor to it. But I eat cucumbers with salad and stuff like that. But I'm growing my own garden. Plums are coming on. I got endless amount of tomatoes, peppers. You get almost 500 a month, 500 pounds. Yeah, see that's more than what I get. But you probably have to pay rent. I don't know if you do or not. I don't know. But see, I'm lucky because I own my own house. But I feel very fortunate. Since we got the computer is an equalizer. Straight across the board, there's people bitching. No. You don't have to pay rent, or do you? No, I don't know. But anyway, the computer's an equalizer. If people want to make money, they can make money off the computer. You can write a book. You don't even know how to spell correct because it has spell check. Put your paragraphs in order. You're on benefits at the moment. Yeah. But you're getting along okay. See, that's what's bad. We don't have enough work to go around for everybody since the COVID-19. They're going to have to do something here in the States. Like I'm saying, the computer is an equalizer. You can make money off the computer if you really wanted to somehow, some way. You just have to be creative. Like I say, you can write a book. You can make your own songs, do whatever, rap songs or whatever. But the United States is getting pretty messed up too, really bad. It's the worst I've ever seen it in my life. With the natural disasters. Besides that, we're having riots and stuff. Your honey roasted cashews, man, I love that kind of stuff. Yeah, let's kind of you have to go back to farming to let's see. I wonder. If you're smart enough, you could make enough money to cover the rent. If you know what you're doing, you can. See, on this stuff that I do, I got 500 videos out there. They're all fucking crap videos, but I don't give a shit. I make like $1 a day, maybe $1. I used to make $1.50 like 3 or 4 years ago, but YouTube changed it over. They made new rules. I was making more money back then than I am today. I make maybe $1 on my videos. And I don't care, I don't care if I make money or not. But there's ways out there to make different money. Somehow, some way, you just gotta be creative and do stuff. You mean crime? No, I don't mean crime. Okay, I'll show you what I made. This was my biggest video ever. I think I made $164 off of it. But this is just made out of junk. I don't know if you've seen this or not. Let me grab it real quick. It's right there. Okay, this is a terracotta. I don't know if I showed this to you or not, but this is a terracotta 1-candle tea light heater. Okay, there's 4 cans inside of here. This is like a stainless steel bowl. I got it at the dollar store for $1. This is a tomato juice can. You can use it any kind of can or whatever. But inside of it, it's got two tuna fish cans, and two tomato sauce cans, you know, the smaller ones or whatever. But anyway, you put one of these, they're called tea light candles. Okay. You put one of those in here, and this right here is a terracotta pot. You can either find these at a yard sale or whatever. I bought this at Walmart for a couple bucks. But this whole thing right here would maybe cost, brand new, to buy this and this. The whole thing, maybe $5 or $6. But you can find this as junk, and you could sell these. But I made 165 bucks. I would have a flat by now if it wasn't for COVID. Yeah, a lot of people they're struggling, you know, because of the COVID-19. You know, they're struggling hard. But anyway, when I first made this on YouTube, I had people watching because my channel now is not for kids at all. Yeah, so see, the government's taking care of you. Hopefully they're doing good. I don't know, the Queen, you know, to me that's kind of weird about the Queen and stuff like that because I don't understand that. But, you know, the Queen's been in power forever and ever. The kings and the queens of England, of course, back hundreds of years, probably even 1,000 years or whatever. But there's no way of getting rid of the Queen. Hopefully the Queen's doing you guys right. Hopefully, you know, he's getting his rent paid and he's probably doing okay. He's not working. So hopefully the government is helping him out. Yeah, you guys do live in a rich country. I didn't know how rich it was, but you guys do. You guys have a lot of fucking money there, you know. I know. The Queen's 92 now, man. She's getting up there, man. But, like I talked to Chandy. She's from the Netherlands. You know, I haven't seen her for a while, but I talked to her. And it's kind of like the same dynasty or whatever. Like, they got queens and stuff. And she respects the Queen there, you know. She has no problem with those type of people. Like here in the United States, people bitch about Trump. They bitch about politics, blah, blah, blah. But I don't know if the Queen's treating you guys right, if you guys are, if it's fair place to live, you know what I'm saying? But Chandy says she has no problem with the Queen in the Netherlands. And I didn't even know they even had queens there. I had no freaking clue. I don't know, you know. But to me, I'd wanted democracy, but our democracy is not worth a shit because Trump got into power. Everybody hates him. You know, everybody's fighting. Everybody's bickering. Black on white violence, white on black, and you know, it's just sad. Yeah, it kind of like heats a little small area just in case you lose your power or whatever. But mainly it's a hand warmer. You put one of those little tea light candle heaters in there, you know, just in case you don't have power. It will keep you warm, you know, it will keep you from freezing. Like a small tent or whatever. But anyway, like in your house, if you have no power, you can put a tea light candle in there, and you can heat up your hands really good, you know. Where is it? Okay. Terracotta stays hot. Yeah, it does stay hot. Yeah. See the Indian, Native American, Indian stuff like that. That's what they used. But this right here, you can touch this, it'll stay hot. But you touch this right here, and it will burn you. You can't touch that. You know, on just one tea light candle heater. And I made money off of this. 165 bucks. That was a long time ago. Two or 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Well, I didn't sell it. I just showed people how to make it, you know. There you go. But yeah, it's mainly like a hand warmer. But if you're in a small area, like maybe a camper or a shed or a tent, you know, it'll heat up a small area. It won't heat up a house. People say, oh, that ain't going to heat up a house. I said, it's not going to heat up a house. It'll heat up a small area. But it'll keep you from freezing to death, you know, just in case something happens. You lose power or whatever. I had different ideas with tea lights. I made, like you take muffin pans and stuff like that, and you have like 6 holes in your muffin pans, and you put 6 different candles in there, and then you put a cookie sheet over that, and you can cook grilled cheese sandwiches, hot dogs, what else? I tried to make a cake, but it didn't fucking work, or cookies or whatever. But you have to have 2 of them, like a cake pan to put over your cookie sheet to bake a cake. But I showed people how to survive without electricity, just in case something happens. And you can use these tea light candle heaters, how to survive, you know, how to cook your meals, you know, whatever, stay warm, different things like that. Yeah, really, all of us should have free electricity no matter what. That's the way I look at it. All of us should have free electricity. We have so much energy that we waste, like wind, solar, water, thermal, tidal and wave, or whatever it is. Everybody should not have to go without power at all or heat. Nobody should ever freeze to death in the winter, ever, 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 because we waste so much. We should have free water. We should have free energy. We should have free food. Yeah, the polar bears. One time this guy wanted me to go up to Alaska to pan for gold. I told him, I said, fuck you, man. I'm going to end up being polar bear shit. You're up there panning for gold because I guess you can do that. But Alaska is like back in the Western days, You can be up there, fucking nobody around for, 500 miles or whatever, and somebody can come up and shoot you in the back of the head and steal your gold or whatever, and nobody would even know it. Polar bear would come by and chew you up and shit you out, and you'd end up polar bear shit. Yeah, the polar bears, though, they're pretty cool animals, I think. And he never went. He wanted me to go with him. I don't know what it is. Fucking people want to drag my fucking stupid ass along with them. I ain't fucking going. I know because of the poles will be melting off. They're still melting off. That's why we have to get rid of the combustible engines. They shouldn't even been around. It was a good idea at one time, but Tesla had a better idea, and Westinghouse overrode Tesla with Edison, and then Henry Ford brought in the automobiles and shit like that. And all it does is, like, if a car goes by here, I can smell the exhaust. Just one car just going by. I couldn't imagine living in a city. Smell the exhaust 24/7. But yeah, we need to get rid of the combustible engine because it is melting off the polar caps. And when that goes, the whole fucking world is going to be hot, man. It's going to be like 115, 120 forever and ever. It's not going to be in my generation, but in the generations here to come. Because there's a difference between global warming and climate change. Okay, global warming is like the temperature is increasing like about 1 degree every 20 years, something like that. Not a lot, but it is. Climate change means that it's getting warmer further north, because it's crazy. Like when Boise, Idaho is warmer than Miami, Florida. You check the weather and shit like that, and you see that. It's like, what the hell? Well, I've even seen Chicago, Illinois, be hotter than fucking Los Angeles, California. And that's climate change because it's getting warmer further north, than what it used to be. Yeah. See, that's where Dubai is, right? Is that correct? In Dubai? United Arab? Here it's pretty good. Last week it was awful because of the fires in California. I don't know how the hell the airstream came this way. Yeah, Dubai. A lot of people like living in Dubai. It's like everywhere else. Except for Dubai has more rich. Not everybody in Dubai is rich. But they help the poor too. I hear that they got vending machines that you can go out and you can help yourself twice a day. Get sandwiches and get some juice, get some water, whatever. You don't have to buy food if you're that poor. But there's some rich people in Dubai, and yeah. Basically, to me, it looks like it's all sand and stuff like that, but it's not. You think of Dubai, you think of the desert and stuff, but they got a lot of nice cities, a lot of different places. But I've heard they do have vending machines out on the streets, and they fill it up. They fill it with oh yeah, the United States, we have shit, in Alaska, Texas, North Dakota. We got oil. We have oil. But yeah, Dubai and places like that, Iraq, they're going to be depleted, and they're going to be hurting because that was their number one moneymaker. But if we do get rid of combustible engines, a lot of the oil still goes to roads, making rubber tires. They have strict laws. Yep. See, there's probably hardly any crime in Dubai. There's hardly any crime, because of the strict laws. But even if we got rid of the combustible engines, we'd still make rubber tires, everything made out of plastic, roads, stuff like that. We'd still need oil, but we just wouldn't have that smell. See, like a car just went by, I can smell it, It was just one little fucking four-banger. No holding hands. I think that's if you're gay. I don't know, but probably not. Yeah, no, that's some of the laws there. I don't know who runs that, man. Is it the sheik or who the fuck is that? Some sort of fucking dude that wears a fucking dress. Yeah, see, like here, people get DUIs and stuff. They have 4, 5, 6 DUIs. There, you'd only get one. Oh, the prince? Yeah, man and women can't hold hands. But yeah, probably some of the women still wear the veil or whatever it's called. Still reserve all day. Yeah, there you go. Still reserve all day. That's here in the United States. But there, you get one DUI, that's going to be your last one. You'll never get another DUI ever. Because they will fucking kill you, People don't believe it. I know a guy here in the United States that gets 9 DUIs. He's on the run. DUI. Driving under the influence. Driving under the influence. It's driving while intoxicated, DWI. Driving while intoxicated. Or driving under the influence. That's even drugs and shit like that. People still do it all the time here. You ever heard of that? Driving under the influence? I don't know what they call it in England. Drunk driving. But yeah, like I said the other day, not Nor, what the hell's her name? You call it living life? I used to call it living life, To me, I used to drink and drive every day. LOL. I guess it's okay if you're out in the country or whatever, if you're not bothering anybody, But as soon as you get into town, you're on the streets, they should lock your fucking stupid ass up. You know what I'm saying? You don't have the right to fucking drink and drive. Stay home and fucking drink. I know you don't like your fucking wife, she's got a fucking pig face or whatever, but you're the one that married her, That's why you're drinking. But don't go out and drink and drive. You know what I'm saying? But, what's her name? Gail King. Okay, Gail King said that guy that killed those people in Wisconsin, he was trying to save the neighborhood or whatever. And she said that the police officer gave him water. I knew that shit was going to fucking upset somebody. This black lady went on there and said, "What the fuck? The fucking police, they fucking gave him some water? What the fuck? What the fuck?" Of course, it was a black lady just like Gail King. And I knew that. I don't watch TikTok, but that's what it was on. Fucking TikTok's out of China. Everything on TikTok is being recorded, And you're stupid if you're on TikTok because all that shit, you give them the permission, they're going to get into your computer. People out of China, they're going to take all your fucking information. Doesn't matter anyway because they got it. They have all your information. But TikTok's out of China. But if you go there, you see this one lady, she's going berserk because a police officer gave this guy some fucking water. Okay, how many black people do we feed in jails every day? Not just water. We give them fucking food. We give them vegetables. We give them fruit. We give them whatever, And just because Gail King said, the police officer gave this guy water, it's like, what the fuck? And I knew somebody was going to fucking blow a fucking cork over that, I knew that. But yeah, if you drink and drive, don't do that, man, I don't feel sorry for you when you get caught. I've done it in my day. I got caught drinking and driving. I never fucking quit for a long time, I don't drink and drive now. I fucking won't do it at all. But in my younger days, I did it every day. Smoked weed, drank beer, went cruising. That's what we did. Time was different back then than it is now. And people are not responsible. This is what's strange. Like when I was a kid, when we were growing up, this thing called clackers. I don't know if you ever heard of clackers before. Two fucking glass balls with a string with a loop in the middle of it. And you could click them together, man. They're fucking glass. And you fucking see how hard you can hit these fucking glass balls right next to your face. And then if you miss, your wrist would get all black and blue because you'd be hitting it really hard. It's called clackers. I don't know if you guys remember that. But back in 1970, that's what we used to have. And nowadays, it's child abuse, man. Because if those things, they're made out of glass. And if they break, they could shatter in your eyes. You know, you're not wearing glasses. You're not wearing safety glasses. You're not wearing a helmet. You don't have your pads on or whatever. You know, teeth guards in. But everybody had those clackers. I remember that. Pretty funny. You fucking break them and your fucking mom will give you more money to go get another one. Fucking crazy shit, man. Crazy, crazy shit. But that's the way it was when I was growing up. And like the movies and stuff, I don't know if you guys have ever seen the movie Outsiders. I don't know if you've ever seen that. It's yeah, I don't know what conquer is. I don't know what conquer is. I have no idea. But what was stupid was like fucking Pogs and Slammers. You ever heard of Pogs and Slammers? That's when I knew society was fucking retarded. When Pogs and Slammers were fucking making it big. But anyway, I think the movie Outsiders conquers from a tree. I don't know. I'll have to look at it. I don't know what it is. But anyway, I was talking about a movie called The Outsiders. I don't know if anybody's ever seen that. It's an American movie. It was made a long time ago. Chestnuts. Chestnut. I'll have to look it up. I don't know what it is. Chestnut. But anyway, they had like Rob Lowe, Matt Dillon, Tom Cruise, Patrick Swayze, Ralph Macchio, whatever the fuck his name is. You know, C. Thomas Howell. All those people that were just starting in business, show business and stuff. And all of them became big. Emilio Estevez. See, that's how you start an argument. You ask, who's a better actor, Emilio Estevez or Charlie Sheen? Who do you like better? You know, right then it starts an argument, man. Let's see what else is going on. Okay. Was that a story of revenge? It's kind of like a gang fight type thing. Yeah, we still have slingshots anyway. I have a wrist rockets. When I was a kid, I still have one. It's not a story of revenge. It's kind of like gangs. Do you think fucking, what's his name, Tom Cruise could be in a gang? Right. It's, I think it was Francis Ford Coppola did it. I don't know. No, it's not about revenge. Okay, I'm telling you what it is. See, he was like the head, Patrick Swayze. He was always the biggest kid, muscles and shit. But they had no parents that I could tell. But anyway, it was like a gang fight. They're going to have the gang fight, the greasers against the geeks or whatever the fuck it is, you know. And anyway, Ralph Macchio, whatever his name is, Macchio, you know, the fucking Karate Kid. Okay, he killed somebody with a knife. They have to leave for a week or two. They dye their hair blonde, and then they come back into town. And when they go back to the church that they're staying, it catches on fire. And for some reason, there's kids in this church. It's a fucking condemned church. I don't know what the hell there's kids in there. But anyway, C. Thomas Howell, I don't know if you know who that is. But he was there, and Ralph Macchio, whatever the fuck his name is, go in and rescue these kids. And the fire, it's burning up. And anyway, they go in there, they rescue them all. Now they're heroes instead of murderers. But it's an old, like back in the 70s. It's called The Outsiders. It's not really revenge, I don't think. It's hard to say what it is. And it's not really that good of a movie, but there's a lot of big names. It's like their first movies. Tom Cruise, Patrick Swayze, freaking Rob Lowe, C. Thomas Howell. Who else? Fuck, I can't even remember. But there's like 5 or 6 people in there, you know. Oh, Emilio Estevez, stuff like that. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Let's see what else is going on. Yeah, I still have a slingshot. It's called a wrist rocket. I didn't really have the slingshots when we were kids. It's called wrist rockets. You know, it's got the band right here that holds it. Pull it back. I still have one of those. I need to take it out. The rubber probably freaking rotted by now. But yeah, we all had wrist rockets, you know. When we were kids, we had like 25-pound bow and arrows, like these little bow and arrows. All of us in our neighborhood had BB guns, bow and arrows, wrist rockets, and bicycles. All of us, every one of us did. There wasn't a kid in the neighborhood that didn't have those, you know. But anyway, we had like 25-pound bow and arrows. Yeah, I've seen that one. I've seen that one, you know. See, when he was first coming up, he had a lot of movies. I had a Black Widow. Cool. I had a bat at one time. But you know, he did Red Dawn. We had spud guns. Yeah, we made those too. Yeah. We call them Polish guns, but they were spud guns. Yeah. Lighter fluid and stuff. Yeah, we should do that. But anyway, we had 25-pound bow and arrows, you know, and we wanted more powerful ones, but our parents wouldn't let us have it. Oh, Black Widow slingshot. Yeah, I never had one of those. But anyway, with the slingshot or the wrist rocket, you could take your arrow and stick it in there just like a bow, but you'd have like 50 pounds of pull instead of 25, and it'd go twice as far, you know. Yeah, I've never heard of a Black Widow slingshot. But I did at one time have a bat. He lived for about 2 weeks and died. You know, I caught a bat. Named him Steve. Steve the Bat. What else is going on? You know, we're talking about the violence, black and white violence here in the United States. Fucking stupid. Okay, let's take, for instance, even Hispanics or whatever. Okay, there's a new guy coming up. He's going to be able to take Tiger Woods. I don't know what his name is. He's an Oriental guy. Okay. So you take that Oriental guy that's an up-and-coming golfer. I found him in a field. I found it in a field. It was just a little baby about this big, maybe probably 3 or 4 inches. It was just a little bat. And I kept it, put him in a cage, and he ended up dying. Fruit bat. I think they're called fruit bats. We don't have very many bats around here. I don't know how the hell I got it, but I got it, you know. But anyway, the guy that's taking Tiger Woods' place, he's Oriental. Okay, you take that guy, you know, he's not black, he's not white, he's not Hispanic, he's Oriental. You take him and you put him in a black neighborhood. And I bet he would be scared to death, you know, that Oriental guy. He's up and coming, you know. Okay. But if you take him in the neighborhood of Peckerwood, USA, I don't know where the fuck that is, you know, all whites or whatever. You take that white, the Oriental guy, and you put him in Peckerwood, USA. I don't think he would be as scared as he would be going into a black neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? And people should realize that the blacks need to straighten their shit up, you know. I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear. The people in those neighborhoods are fucking afraid of each other, you know. See, like right now, my neighbor across the street, I can see him right now. They're out there washing this van out, and they're listening to Spanish music, you know. The whole family's out there. They got 3 or 4 kids. They're out playing with their dog, listening to Hispanic music, and I don't have a problem, you know. They're a good, decent family. But in some of the neighborhoods, black on black, they're afraid to go into the fucking neighborhood. They're afraid to go out of their house because of the other black people there, you know. And I'm saying, if you take that Oriental guy, I don't know what his name is, but he's that new golfer or whatever. He's pretty popular now. But if you take him and put him in Chicago, Detroit, Atlanta, whatever, he's going to be afraid. But if you put him in Peckerwood, USA, I don't know where there's an all racist white neighborhood. I don't know, you know. But if you put him there, I don't think he's going to be afraid as he would be as being in a black neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? And that's sad. And most of these people are on drugs. And most of them got criminal records. You know, I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you what the fucking facts. If you can prove me wrong, prove me wrong. It's just like right now I was watching the program about the Boy Scouts of America being molested, you know. And around here, who was running that was the LDS Church. And, you know, they're going bankrupt. The LDS Church kind of like disbanded from them guys, you know, and they started their own scouting, kind of like keep it in-house just in case something does happen, you know, which there will be, still be molestations going on. You know, that's what makes me sick. They give them like $1.5 billion to take care of the problem. Here's $1.5 billion. That's tithings. People paid because they believe in the prophet of the church. The prophet of the church, you know. So they pay that, and they gave, I'm not for sure, but if I'm wrong, the Mormons would probably sue me anyway. But the Mormons had to get away from the Boy Scouts of America, so they're disbanding, which they have been for a year now. But now they're advertising by November 16th. If you've ever been molested by anybody in the Boy Scouts, put your name in. These lawyers will fight for you. Blah blah blah. You know, and that's kind of sad. That's like the Me Too movement that was happening a couple years ago. I think this one could even be better because they said they had names of 7,000 pedophiles. You know, 7,000, and they had over 12,000 cases. You know, different cases, and there's probably 100,000. You know, that hasn't been turned in. But like I said, we're in Revelations before. I said that right now. We're in Revelations, a part of the Bible, which everything will be revealed. Everything, you know, it's going to be revealed. All the pedophilia in Hollywood, politicians, churches, whatever, you know, it's going to be revealed. But hopefully everything's going good in Hawaii, in the UK. I don't know if they have a meth problem in the UK. I don't know, you know. It's hard to say. But it's getting hard for everybody. It's getting hard for everybody. You know, everybody needs to plant a garden, get along with their neighbor. You know, they need to prepare a little bit more. Don't be dependent on the government because the government's going to control you. You know, Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. That's what I always say. That's where it came from, out of England, as a matter of fact. Let's see. No meth problem in England. So that's good, you know. It's more likely to have to be shipped in. Lots of crack and lots of smack. Yeah. See, that's the thing about crack cocaine. When it was here in the 80s, you get more time for crack cocaine than you'd get for powder cocaine. You know, if you got busted with powder cocaine, they give you like 10 years if you got caught. Yeah. Okay, like powder cocaine. To make crack cocaine out of powder cocaine, all you need is baking soda and water and heat. You know, you just boil this shit. And that's what I don't think is fair. Shouldn't be doing drugs anyway. But there's no difference between powder cocaine and crack cocaine. You put baking soda and you put water. You boil it, fucking rocks out. Takes out the impurities of you know, whatever they put in there. They put what's that shit called? Freaking ether-based cocaine. It smells like ether. See, crack is just made out of coke, out of cocaine. That's all it is. Gasoline. They put gasoline, diesel, ether, whatever the fuck, you know. Pinche local Americanos, they'll fucking piss in this shit. They don't fucking care, you know. But see, when you boil it, all it is cocaine and baking soda and water. That's all it is. It's heated up. You stick it in there, it's going to boil. The outside of the jar is going to have like the impurities, the ether base, gasoline, diesel, piss, whatever the fuck they used. You know what I'm saying? And then the cocaine's going to rock up. There's nothing else. It's baking soda. That's all it is, baking soda. It's not fucking rocket science. It's easy, you know. Ammonia. Yeah, they probably put ammonia. I don't know. I used to do coke in the 80s. I never smelled any ammonia. Mainly diesel, gasoline, and ether. A lot of ether, a lot of ether base. But I never smelled ammonia, you know. But that's all it is. It's just pig toenails. There you go. Pig shit. Pig wieners. Yeah. Fucking, they don't give a fuck, you know. They don't. Pinche local American gringos, fuck them. Spit in that shit, you know. And people will buy it and they'll slam it, you know. They'll shoot it in their fucking arm. They don't care, you know. Put it up their nose. They'll smoke it, whatever. That's the easy way to make it. Yeah. There's no difference between raw cocaine and powder cocaine, you know. But they were hitting people hard. A lot of black people in L.A. were getting busted with rock, and they ended up doing 30 years in prison, you know. And somebody else get caught with powder and do 10. And it's the same shit. It's the same shit, exactly. There's no difference. I don't know if they have a YouTube video on how to make raw cocaine. I don't know. But that's all it is. Water and baking soda. That's it, man. You know. And heat. You gotta have heat. Pretty simple. Really simple. But the heroin, you know. Yeah. Yeah. The prescriptions in the United States, it's a big problem, you know. And they're making money, you know. They're making money hand over fist. And that's what Trump's trying to do. He's trying to regulate the pharmaceutical companies, you know. This will probably be the biggest thing a president's ever done in his life, is try to control the pharmaceutical companies, you know. Because they're overcharging for the drugs that you really do need. Let's see, like I'm supposed to be taking high blood pressure pills, which I don't. I don't give a fuck. I don't take them. But, you know, there's other medications, asthma and stuff like that, that's just skyrocketing, you know. People that have asthma, I don't know how much it is, but some of it's, you know, $600, $700, $800 a month. Some of the prescriptions are. And they probably only takes $10, $15 to make, but they charge $800. But there is a big prescription problem here with Oxycontin, Vicodins, Percocets, different things like that. Yeah, for the codeine, yeah. See, I don't know why people don't make their own alcohol, you know. I don't know if it's against the law or not. Here, I make my own wine. I don't drink the shit. But you can make it, and then you can have, like I say, I have like 5 gallons. I make 5 gallons at a time. And then you take like Bacardi 151, get a bottle of that. And you have 4 or 5 gallon things of wine, and you pour like a cup of Bacardi in each one of those. And it brings up the octane of the alcohol. See, I don't know why people have to do that. Pea grabs, I don't know what that is. Pea grabs. Pea grabs? I have no clue what pea grabs are. Wine making is legal here. Yeah, spirits, yeah. Yeah, it's legal here. You can make beer and you can make wine, but you can't make alcohol. You can't make moonshine or anything like that. But there's an old guy, he just died. His name's Popcorn Sutton. If you ever remember that name, Popcorn Sutton, look up his videos. And he was one of the biggest moonshiners at one time. You know, he's a whole fucking crazy fucker. I wonder why is that? Because of the money, you know. See, they make a lot of money off the alcohol. They tax the shit out of it. Yeah, that's probably the same with my wine, you know. Uh, you know who he is, Popcorn Sutton? Yeah, he used to make moonshine a lot. You know, I think he's dead. I'm pretty sure he's dead now. Yeah, matter of fact, I know he's dead. But yeah, see, even making hard stuff like that, it's not that hard to make. But here it's a felony. You'll be going to jail for it for a long time. It's just like cocaine or heroin or methamphetamine. If you're making it, manufacturing it, you'll go to jail for making moonshine. And it's not really that hard either. You know, you got your corn, you got your yeast, you got your sugar, you got your water. You heat it up, and it will make. I don't know if he died in prison or not. I don't know. I have no clue. But you know what I'm talking about, Popcorn Sutton, right? He's an old fucking old hillbilly dude. You know, just a fucking, just an old dude, man. Just an old dude trying to mind his own business. And the government came in and shut him down. Oh, he killed himself? Wow, I didn't know that. Wow, I didn't know that. Huh. Yeah, he really didn't look that healthy, you know. He probably smoking and drinking all of his life anyway, you know. Probably had a good life. He probably enjoyed it. Yeah, he's an old fucking hillbilly dude making moonshine, popcorn Sutton. Everybody, you know, if you ever heard of popcorn Sutton, you know what I'm talking about. Fucking old hillbilly guy, fucking from Kentucky or Tennessee or Arkansas or someplace like that. He made moonshine ever since he was a kid, you know. But that's what they do. They drink that shit all the time, you know. That's their life. It's like some people do drugs. Oh, he didn't want to go to jail. Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah, he probably didn't want to go to jail, you know. He probably in his mind, he thinks that he didn't do anything wrong, you know. Which in my mind, I don't think he did anything wrong either. He's not doing anything, you know. See, the thing is, the government, like prohibition, when they came in with prohibition for alcohol back in the 20s or whatever, if you get caught making drugs, making alcohol, you know, they would punish you, but they knew they couldn't control that. It's like now, marijuana, they can't control marijuana. There's no fucking way. You didn't want to go to jail, yeah. Yeah, that's too bad. Yeah, I know. That's weird. Me too. Alcohol, it doesn't do anything for me. Basically, like about that age too, 49 or whatever, even younger. For some reason, it fucking doesn't do anything, you know. It'll knock you out or whatever, yeah. Beer bloats me, gives me a headache on just one. I can't drink it, you know. And if I'm drinking Jack Daniels and Coke, I may have two at the most. But if I go to the casino, sometimes I go to casinos or whatever, I'll try to drink as much as possible, you know, because I know they're going to take my money. So I have to get as much back from the money that they're going to take from me. So I'll drink when I'm in a casino. But other than that, alcohol doesn't do anything for me, you know. Like the guy that just wrote in, he's 49 years old. It knocks him out, you know. It's no fun anymore. I don't know what it is. If you grow out of it or what's going on. Because some of my friends are still drinking to this day, you know. They drank when we were fucking teenagers. And now they're 60. And they're still fucking drinking and smoking every day, you know, every day. That's what they do. They don't do drugs too much. They don't smoke weed, but they do alcohol, you know. Gotta have that beer. Gotta have that beer. Gotta have those cigarettes, you know. You go to their house and they might not have any food in the refrigerator, but they always have beer. And I just can't handle beer anymore. And in my younger days, I figured I'd never quit drinking beer. I figured I'd drink forever and ever and ever. But I don't like it. You know, it's kind of strange. It's like cigarettes. You know, like if you drink you smoke cigarettes now, you're kind of like a lower class person. You know, because cigarettes is banned so much. You know, you can't smoke at the workplace. Can't smoke in a restaurant. You know, even some bars, I guess, they ban cigarettes. But I can't stand the smell of smoke anymore. I don't like it. And I don't know if people just grow out of that or what, you know. But I remember when the drug testing came in, that's when I started mellowing out on marijuana too. But I started doing harder chemicals because I knew it would come out of my system faster. But when they started drug testing, but now they need to drug test the police, the mayors, politicians, the sheriffs, all the politicians, the doctors, the lawyers, all those fuckers need to be drug tested. Mandatory. I don't give a fuck if the guy at fucking Burger King's fucking high as a kite flipping my hamburger. I don't care, you know. But if I go into surgery and the fucking doctor, I smoke tobacco with my weed, you have a blunt or something, How much is weed in England? How much is it? Or UK? See, that's one reason why I don't smoke weed too, is I can't afford it. You know, I could if I could grow it, I would grow it. I smoke tobacco too. Yeah. See here, my son smokes. He smokes every day. You know, he's 35 or something like that. I don't know how the fuck he can afford smoking. Because here it's like $6 a pack. You know, and if you smoke a pack a day, you figure that's $180 a month. Expensive at the moment. Weed's expensive. But see, that's probably why I don't smoke weed, is because I can't afford to buy weed. You know. But even like that one guy wrote in about shrooms. Okay, even back in the day, like in the 80s, a gram of shrooms were $10, and that was a lot of money back then. $10 for a gram of shrooms. That's why people were doing LSD. You know, you get LSD for $2 a hit, compared to $10 a gram for shrooms. And I don't know if the price ever went down for mushrooms or what. You know, but even back in the 80s, it was $10 for a gram. You know, same as hash. Hash was $10, and that was kind of expensive. And I think now weed's $10 a gram or no more. Yeah, they sell it at the park. Oh yeah, today's Saturday. I forgot. I got to do that Saturday song. I pick shrooms. Yeah, that's good. But yeah, see, back in the day, it was like $10. So there's a lot of people in the UK on shrooms. There's nothing wrong with shrooms, I don't think. You know, the thing is, it's like anything. You need to give your body a rest. You know, you have to, if you take it or whatever, wait a few more days. Don't try to keep going and keep going and keep going. It's like LSD. You take it for one day, it ain't gonna work the next day. You know, it's gonna be like speed or whatever. You're not gonna get as high. So you need to slow down and rest. Same with shrooms. You can't do it every day and every day and every day. It's getting more popular. Well, hopefully one of these days they'll legalize it. I have no problem with shrooms. You know, I don't. I took a ton of LSD too back in the day, all the time, because it was cheap. That was it. You know, get off of work on a Friday night, smoke a joint, drink a beer, take a hit of acid, and you're fucking gone for the weekend. You know, you have one day to fucking recoup. Sunday, from Friday night to Sunday, you're fucked up. You know, it's kind of cool. I didn't have bad trips or whatever, but yeah, I took a ton of fry all the time. You know, microdot, orange microdot, purple microdot, green microdot. We did red dragon and green dragon, Mr. Natural. Yeah, I took LSD every weekend. Yeah, me too, for about 2 years, at least 2 years. Every weekend for 2 years. You know, Friday night on the weekend. Get home from work, take a tab of acid, smoke a joint, and drink a beer. Yeah. Yeah, most of the time was good. The thing is, I sometimes I didn't like the company I was with, but it was an experience, because in your house, every room has a different aura. You know, it's a different emotions, whatever. Just walking from their living room to your bathroom, you can feel the heat difference. You can feel the difference in the blotter paper here, purple haze. Yeah. Yeah, a lot. Some people have blotter here, you know, on the paper, four-way blotter. But I always like microdot, you know. But the green dragon and the red dragon, the green dragon and the red dragon was blotter, you know. All it had is a fucking little picture of a fucking dragon on it and a piece of paper. Same with Mr. Natural, you know, fucking that old Mr. Natural dude with a fucking blot, just a microdot of fucking acid. Yeah. The only time, like sometimes we'd have too many people at our house when we were taking acid, and I didn't like it because it's kind of like confusing or whatever. But other than that, it was a pretty good time too, because it was cheap. You know, it was cheap, and I remember, you know, $2, and I can't remember. Now they have ecstasy, and it's like fucking, what, $25 or something like that for ecstasy? I'm not for sure. I've never done ecstasy. But fuck, I've been rattling on for about an hour. Okay, this is, what the fuck is this? Fat Man at Noon. Yeah, sometimes you fucking won't, you can't stop, you know. You fucking see something funny, fucking hilarious, just fucking just crack you up for a long time. But anyway, thanks Juan from California. Thanks UK. I don't know who else is on here. Can't remember. But anyway, stay straight, stay strong. God bless. See you tomorrow. Have a good weekend. And oh, I need to do a Saturday in the Park song. That's what I gotta do. Saturday. This is from Chicago. Chicago, the band Chicago. Listen to Saturday in the Park. If you guys haven't heard this, okay. But this is my version. Saturday in the park sounds like the 4th of July. People stabbing, killing, mugging, and nobody even knows the reason why. Saturday in the park. Oh yeah, thanks from Sandra from Hawaii too, man. And the UK, California, Hawaii. I don't know who else. Feels like the 4th of July. Is that a woman or a androgynous guy? Saturday in the park. There's a man selling ice. Screams. From San Pedro. I thought you were from UK. But anyway, there's a man selling ice. Screams. Stop already. And there's a man selling ice creams. $20 a gram. How many people how many people line up to get high? Saturday in the park, the man dressed in blue shakes his head as he walks by. But anyway, stay straight, stay strong. God bless. See you tomorrow. Take care. And be good.